My dehydration project today is beef jerky. My local butcher sells flank steak already cut for beef jerky in the cabinet. The original flank steaks are huge, so the slices they sell are pretty large. I have to cut them into more manageable sizes. I'm going to do this in two different ziplock bags that I've put soy sauce, teriyaki sauce, Worcestershire, crushed red pepper, and onion powder. I'll put the sliced up flank steak in the Ziploc bag, mix everything up, and put it into the refrigerator. You may be wondering why I put the Ziploc bag in the colander. It just holds up the Ziploc bag for me and makes it to where it doesn't collapse, and I can mix the marinade and put the meat in, zip up the top, and pull it out, and nothing spills. The flank steak is now in the marinade and ready to go in the fridge. I had seen a Alton Brown cooking show on beef jerky a few years ago, and he said if you marinate the beef jerky for 3 to 6 hours, it'll taste less salty. And since I don't really have a taste for salt, I only marinate mine for 3 hours. Before I take the beef jerky that's been marinating in the refrigerator for 3 hours out and put it on the trays, I wanted to show you that I line the bottom of my Excalibur food dehydrator with a sheet of parchment paper. It's just to catch any drips from the beef jerky marinade during the dehydration process. Even though I bought 5 3/4 of a pound of flank steak today, it only filled up 7 trays in the Excalibur. It's because the trays on the Excalibur are 14-inch by 14-inch, and you can fit a lot on one tray. The Excalibur has a jerky setting, and that's 155 degrees. I'm going to set the timer for 7 hours. I think it'll take between 6 and 8 hours, but I'm about to go to bed, so I'm going to do an average of 7 hours and see what happens in the morning when I wake up. After 7 hours, I removed the beef jerky from the dehydrator. If you remember, I added parchment paper earlier to the dehydrator to catch any drips. It ended up being one big pool and a bunch of red pepper flakes that the parchment paper caught, so I am glad that I used it. A really nice feature of my Excalibur dehydrator is the automatic timer. It's definitely worth the money. Last night I went to bed, set the timer for 7 hours, and when I woke up the beef jerky was ready. I'm glad I didn't have to wake up in the middle of the night to check on the beef jerky. The beef jerky does taste really good. I'm going to take half of it to work and keep it in my desk drawer, and the other half I'll put in vacuum sealed bags.